a video has been made, and we are going to be responding to some things, some very serious things.
What was it called again?
Fundy snark.
Fundy snark.
It's a new phrase
I learned about fundy snark.
Well, Andrew.
Yes.
We made it.
We did.
We're in YouTube drama.
Woo! Why?
So you remember the video we made?
Right, the last one.
Right. One of the couples that we were talking about, Paul and Morgan, they have gone live and are addressing our video, which is shocking of them to do because they have 158,000 subscribers. And last time I checked, we have almost 1,600. Describe my reaction when I told you.
You screamed like somebody was dead that we knew. Like, ah!
I want to forego any further introductions and jump right into the first topic of the day, which is a video I came across.
The woman who's with them, her name is Caroline. I don't know anything about her.
Caroline, welcome to P&M After Dark. In the live chat right now,
It's been so long.
let Caroline know that you are glad to see her, because I am.
Aw.
This is not the first video, and I put in the thumbnail responding to the accusations. It's not the first video I've come across that is of this nature. The title of hers, I will admit, was pretty intense. Did you guys see the title of it? It's, her title is "These Christian YouTubers Make Marriage Look Like Hell." Pardon my French. Pardon my French.
Pardon, mon français.
And she has a picture of you and I, a picture of Dave and Bethany from Girl to Find, and a picture of our beloved Nate and Son. I appreciate opportunities, if I'm being honest, to engage with women like this woman's channel, and the accusations that she's bringing to.
You keep saying this woman. I keep forgetting that I am a woman. I see myself as a little gnome.
Me and Caroline have not seen
Yeah, we
the
haven't seen
videos.
those.
So this
Raw
is your all's,
reaction.
and I hope that your all's
This
reactions
raw, pregnant Morgan reaction.
are
Raw,
I hope
unpregnant Caroline reaction.
pregnant, unpregnant. I hope that they're Christ-like reactions nonetheless.
But of course.
Can't wait for their Christ-like reaction.
Have your blanket.
She really had to make me relive the throwing up. I am pregnant and nauseous over
Is that lady? No.
Do you guys see the vibes
Plorgan?
that we're gonna?
Which one's Morgan? Plorgan?
Andrew does not watch the YouTube videos that he makes. He's only looking at the lighting. He does not care about what we're talking about.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's Morgan, and she recently found out she's pregnant.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Morgan.
Let's see the vibes that we're gonna be getting from this woman.
I think I can feel the vibes we're going to be getting from this woman.
Those vibes.
You guys have been following us for more than a week. You know, maybe, that Morgan did in fact throw up while I was saying my wedding vows. Take that how you want. Is it and I'm not trying to be like goofy and belittling or whatever,
Goof.
but in order to show how much how bad our marriage was and how we actually rushed into it and are not compatible. One, she showed a picture of Dave looking angry or like just looking very like sober.
Screenshot. Like anyone can take a screenshot and make the happiest person alive look mad.
That is fair. I mean, it's not just the screenshot. Like, as we see in the video, there's lots of reasons to believe that Dave is not happy. But I mean, yes, it's true that anybody can make a screenshot or one photo look a certain way.
Morgan threw up. That was pretty wild. Like, I'll admit it was pretty wild. And we can discuss that further.
But it's not wild if you know Morgan Holly pre-marriage to Paul. I threw up literally my whole life.
She's just a gal who throws up. And that's true. I didn't know that about Morgan, is that she's just a gal who's just barfing all day, every day.
Like Stan on South Park. She just gets nervous. Goes, ah!
Over the most insane things. Like, that's how my body responds, out of excitement, out of stress, out of nerves. Like, that's just how it responds.
We would have been worried if she hadn't thrown up. That's the point.
That's a good one, Carl. Yeah. But you throwing up does give the haters some fuel for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Play clip number 2.
Coming in a close second for worst biblical marriage on YouTube, Paul and Morgan.
How you doing? I'm Paul.
I'm and Morgan.
And this biblical marriage. That's pretty neat.
Oh, you can just feel how much they do not like each other.
I can go ahead and agree that Paul and Morgan, they don't like each other at all. I'm on the inside. I'm actually running some recon on them. That's what I've been doing the past 7 years of knowing them. Something like that. And I'm getting the dirt, and the dirt says they don't like each other.
Yeah.
That's why they've had two children together.
She's going off script. She's going off script.
Get her out.
Oh, Caroline, honey, having children together, take it from two very old people who have seen some things. Having kids together does not indicate the health of your marriage. Just FYI, just heads up.
No, that was in jest.
So funny.
I do think that they like each other.
Oh, well.
Thank you, Carl.
First off, shout out to my V-neck. I no longer have that shirt.
Awful.
But it was... No, I said shout out in a good way. It was rocking. That V-neck was... Did you like that V-neck?
I think that V-neck may have tempted some sisters to stumble, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They have there's these Christians, a lot of these Christian channels have a lot to say about female modesty, and then Paul's out there
Plunging that neckline.
Like
Jennifer Lopez in 1999.
exposing that pale décolletage.
All right. It fit me well.
It was actually a deep
What's
red.
up with this shirt, though? What's the excuse for that?
I like this sweater.
Alright, it fit
I
me
would
well.
wear it.
The thing is,
This lady, I don't know who she is. But
I'm the woman you made famous.
to say what she ended up saying there, you can tell they really don't like each other. Like that is really reflective on her character. And that's just sad. Like, you can bring up different things you see, but to just kind of chuckle as you say that really is a shame, personally.
I'm one of those people, I guess, as much like Morgan throws up in all circumstances, I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. And the things that you put online about your marriage make me bone-chillingly uncomfortable. I'm doing it now. Oh, God.
I'm laughing like Tom Cruise. I want to change one more thing. Sorry.
Can you? It doesn't. What?
It's just this. I want a little. Oh, it is
It's
already
not-
up. Never mind.
Like,
I'm done.
what do you? Okay.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Continually astounded by these randos on the internet that think that they can watch your videos and create some sort of like well-framed
truly
understanding of who you guys are. Like, I have like done life with you guys for quite some time.
Sometimes I'm still like,
Wait, what? But like, and you guys with me, like, and we're like really close. So the idea that you can like get some real full understanding, especially of someone's like married life, like the pride.
To be fair, I don't think Caroline has watched our video, but I'm not guessing. I'm not saying I'm not making this up based on glimpses. I'm using what they themselves have said about their marriage, which is that they didn't get along their first year of marriage, that their first year of marriage was especially hard, which I pointed out that's most people that I'm aware of would say that that's not the experience with their marriage, that the first year of marriage is much easier. We had people in our comments on our video saying, our first year of marriage was hard because my spouse was deployed, we did long distance, stuff like that. But in general, I don't think that the first year of marriage is the hardest for most people who stay married. And then I only included the thumbnail. I didn't get into this video between Paul and Morgan, but Paul has said in a video that he thought about divorcing Morgan because of how hard their relationship was early on in their marriage. Again, I don't think that, and they always put forth like, our marriage is representative. This is what we're telling you, Christian youth, about what marriage is like. And I'm just saying that is not necessarily what marriage is like, especially if you say get married when you're older, you get married when you've already been sexually intimate with a person because you know what you're getting into. I think a lot of that hardship and conflict comes from not really knowing the person that you're marrying.
For anyone who wants to see the truth,
Yeah.
they're gonna see. Paul and I love one another deeply.
Well,
We have so much fun with each other.
And
As
with
he
me.
cuts me off.
I was just about to ask, can we put it out on the table for real? Like, do we like each other? Like, do we? Because she's not the first person that said stuff like this. So do we genuinely like you?
I think we
do we
do.
like being married to each other?
We do.
Do we like being married to each other?
Oh, you're asking me. No, yes. They have a lot, like, when I watch them interact, genuinely, they have... No, yes. They have a lot, like, when I watch them interact...
What? Why is he
It's
asking
so
her?
interesting that Morgan
What?
didn't answer.
She didn't answer.
And this
he
other
really
one-
wants to know. He's like, please tell me. And then the other one answered. That's
And
crazy.
and your sister wife, who is your marriage lawyer, is there to say yes, they love each other.
They have fun together. Like, Morgan is always laughing at Paul. All the time. Like, just like, he says...
Laughing at.
Or maybe she's just very uncomfortable.
Maybe she's
Just like the rest of us.
really. Maybe she's just trying to tamp down that next barf.
Oh, God.
Ain't no way I'm gonna walk through life with a man that I don't like. You're my best friend. I mean, like, I would work on it. If I didn't like you, it would be like going to counseling. So calm it down.
Yeah, well, she's about to the last clip I'm going to play. She dives into a little more. It's like over a 2.5 minute clip. But there are times, Morgan, there are genuinely times when it's hard to like one another. Can
Yeah.
we keep it real?
That's marriage for you, whether that lady wants to believe it or not. There are times when you don't like your spouse, but you love them. And so you work through the struggles.
She said you don't like?
Yeah, I think...
You don't like, but you love in the moment.
No, that's like your uncle, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to like your uncle, but you have to love him. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's fair enough.
I think a reason why a lot of people don't stay married is because they have this idea that you are supposed to just like each other all the time. And then when there are times that you don't like each other, like, oh, it's too hard and tapping out or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's not marriage. That's not like, it's not normal for you to like someone 24/7.
Right.
Like, like, it doesn't matter who it is.
I don't know this about this Caroline character. I don't know if she's married or not. I'm getting the distinct vibe that she is not, and she's speaking from a position
Who
of.
plays her? She's so good.
Yeah, I feel like she would be played by, who am I gonna say? Florence Pugh. The hardest
I remember our first year of marriage as being really nice and easy.
I barely remember our first year
What
of
were
marriage
we
because it
even
was
doing?
so blissfully easy. I don't know, like, what were we doing? Hanging out?
Can I just say that it has stick.
The lawyer, the marriage lawyer.
Yeah, she says something official before they ever get to respond to stuff.
My clients. They shut up. They love each other.
Don't say anything.
It is just hysterical that you're using your own experience to decide what is normal for other people. You know, like, calm down.
So what you're saying that we're doing, that we're using our experience to decide what's normal for other people. I'm just saying that that's what Paul and Morgan are doing. Paul and Morgan are saying it's standard you can expect as a Christian with a spouse to not like your spouse. You can expect to have years of not getting along with them. You can expect the first year to be really hard, and and I'm saying I feel like all of these couples are setting up the expectation for misery, and you're creating the idea, they're normalizing the idea that you're unhappy. When you're young and you're maybe dating or betrothed and you think like, this is it, gotta make this work, this is the person God wants for me. I'm just saying, take a step back, take a deep breath. If this person doesn't make you happy, if the relationship feels hard, maybe it's not the right person for you.
That is normal. Like, to completely start a life with someone and for things not to be always rosy, and you're learning, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
You are learning a new person. You are learning their routines. You are trying.
Right, you're learning that person's all their stuff.
Because you don't know them that
Because
well.
you don't know them that well. Because you never had sex with them and you didn't live together. And I'm saying, whatever. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I think that built into the purity culture marriage is, this inherent struggle and this terrible gamble that you might not be compatible with a person. And I think that all this talk about how, well, of course it's hard. You're getting to know each other and things aren't always rosy. I feel like that language has been used, has been weaponized by churches to make people blame themselves for their terrible marriages and for their unhappy marriages. And I don't think that's right.
Are trying to adapt to their quirks. They're trying to adapt to your quirks. Like it's fine if it's blissful. Like there's nothing wrong with that either. But there's really nothing wrong with getting into the hard stuff. As someone who's very unmarried.
As I suspected.
The lawyer is unmarried.
And this woman, she talked about being raised in a kind of like a conservative Christian home. I don't know what happened to her. I hope she comes back to the Lord.
But it comes back
Paul.
to just what
I'm glad he doesn't think I'm a lost cause. It's always nice.
Now, 7 plus years into marriage, like, we're so much stronger and more in love with one another than we were in the beginning, and praise God for that. And that's how it's supposed to work.
She made the video 2 weeks ago, but almost the entirety of her clips were from a video from our first year of marriage.
Literally.
Like, okay, so you're going to make a video throwing us under the bus, saying that we're not compatible, and yet you only really play clips from
one video.
a video from year one.
Yeah.
Like, so are you not paying attention? Do you...
Can people not grow in 7 years?
We're not saying it's easy to have sex when you're mad at each other. It's not. There's a lot of humility that has to come out, and you gotta fight the enemy, because the enemy's gonna nail the...
It wasn't super easy this morning.
No, it was not. But we did it.
Just thank you again for all the views.
We loved it.
It's a real David and Goliath situation with our little pebble of a YouTube video. I think that they are, what did I say before the
Very
video?
attractive but silly people.
Very attractive but silly people.
Oh wait, you're okay. I'm feeling a little awkward at this point.
I'm
I don't know. This screen I see right here, even though it's perfect symmetry, which I do like symmetry. Something just feels weird. I feel uncomfortable. Can I just be real? I feel uncomfortable.
Why? Why?
Just
Speak.
I mean, I know that I'm the man, and when it
Okay.
comes to more organized relationship, the leader of the family.
That's right.
But I'm just so much I'm up here, so lofty and tall.
Oh, brother.
And it feels like kind of a movie poster where the man is just macho man. And then there's these women I just don't feel something's off. Something's not right.
Who will he
Okay, I'm gonna read.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird.
Okay, I think you're thinking way too much about it. If I'm being honest, I think you just took it from normal, no one's thinking anything.
It's kind of weird
on that level.
in the live chat right now.
And then you're like, we watch movies all the time, and we both lay down.
Are you guys not seriously? Be serious right now in the live chat. Are you guys not a bit uncomfortable with this picture right now? If you guys
Paul,
aren't,
you should
They are
just lay
now
down.
'cause
Then
you
you'll
made
fit
it
right
weird,
in.
you weirdo.
I'm not trying to make it weird. It just
Well,
makes me
you're doing a
uncomfortable.
really good job for someone who's not trying.